Alright, so let me give you guys an update on the holiday hustle. Initially, we were supposed to do $30 a day up until Christmas. The goal was to make about $900 between now and Christmas. As you can see, for this week, I have a big fat goose egg. I haven't gone out one single time. The orders have been garbage. And you guys know that I do day trading full time. That is how I eat, pay my bills, and all of that stuff. So going out to do Instacart for pennies is just not that high of a priority. So that's why we're not seeing those updates in terms of how much I'm making. As you can see, so far we're at about $570 in terms of what we've made. So we have about maybe, $330 left until we reach our goal of $900 between now and Christmas, which based on these orders, I don't know if we're going to meet that, but we'll see what happens. So anyhow, I decided to pop up a couple of orders just to show you guys exactly why I haven't been going out, because these orders really illustrate to me everything that is wrong with Instacart and why, like myself, I'm sure a lot of drivers are just completely disgruntled, disenchanted, and probably looking for other options outside of Instacart because the work compared to the pay is just simply not there. So let's talk about it. The orders that you're about to see, these are actual screenshots from orders that I've taken this morning, right? So this is almost real time. And I look at this order, right? $35.78, shopping for 3 customers, going 6.9 miles, shopping for 64 items, 76 units. If you have not done Instacart, then I am here to tell you, unless you move with lightning speed, this is probably a 2.5 hour order, right? That's assuming that the store is clear, people aren't in your way. That's assuming that everything is on the shelves, everything is stocked, you're not having to find obscure items. So 2.5 hours, right? And you have to keep it organized because you're shopping for 3 people. So that's problem number 1 for me. It's just the size and the amount of items way too high. For me, in order to take this order would have to be doubled. I would need $70 to do this amount of work. And if it's not $70, I'm simply not touching it, right? And let me explain to you why. As I mentioned to you, this is probably going to take about 2.5 hours, even if you're fast, to get to the store, to get a cart, to check out, to find all the items, to potentially communicate with customers if items are not available. You know, there's a lot of different situations that could happen when you're out shopping for the customer. Get everything loaded up, check out 3 times, and make that delivery. Yes, you're looking at 2.5 hours worth of work, right? So we may as well round it up to $3. Do you see this pay of $35? That means you're making about maybe $12 an hour. $12 an hour. And when you really stop to do the math, you're not even making $12 an hour because you use your gas to go to the store. You put wear and tear on your vehicle. Now you have to drive back 7 miles back to your home base location or more, depending on how far you are from the store. So in essence, you're lucky if you walk away with maybe $10 to $11 per hour. Why would you do Instacart at that point when you could just simply go to McDonald's and make the same type of money? The math doesn't make sense, and this needs to change on Instacart. Now, here's that same order, and as you can see, Instacart has increased the pay by $1 or $2, but again, still way undervalued in my opinion. And my question is, if you have the ability to increase the pay, then why not just make the pay as high as it can possibly be from the very beginning? Why are you underpaying drivers if you have the ability to increase the pay once you see the badge sitting there for an extended period? That tells me that Instacart is not paying its drivers what they should be making. Okay, so let's take a look at this order. $47.21, shopping for 2 people, 16 items. Oh, yes, we're definitely taking this order. And we're not taking this order. 42 miles, 42.4 miles. And knowing Instacart, it says 42.4 miles. But when you put it into the GPS, you're going to find out it's really actually 46 miles. If you're an Instacart shopper, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Who's doing this? I'm not shocked because at this point, this is a road trip, right? If you're driving 42.4 miles to make a delivery. And my question is, why aren't these orders zoned? Why am I all the way in one part of Austin getting an order that is 42 miles away? That makes absolutely no sense to me. Give me orders that are within my zone and give orders that are not within my zone to people who actually shop and live within those zones. This is just so asinine to me. Okay, so this order is the only order that I've seen come through this morning that I would actually consider taking. $52.61, shopping for 3 customers, going 10 miles, and shopping for 59 items, 73 units. This is still a lot of work, but at the very least, at least you're making a decent wage. So keep cherry picking. Don't accept the scraps that are on Instacart, you guys. I'm going to try to do some orders here as I've been promising for the holiday hustle, but don't hold your breath. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. And remember, if you're not out there hustling, what are you doing?